Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a few looks using the Riviera palette. I think I'm going to do about 4 or 5. I haven't quite decided yet, but I wanted this to be the look for the intro because I'm dying with this blue. So anyway, I hope you enjoy this video. Let me know what you think down in the comments, and it's kind of like a throwback Thursday, maybe. We'll see if this becomes a thing. I have quite a few palettes from like ages ago that I'd really love to dig into, so I'm thinking that might be something that we do. Let me know if you'd be interested in like a throwback Thursday like series or playlist or whatever. Anyway, I hope you enjoy. Let's get on to the tutorial.
So starting out this makeup look, I am taking this concealer from Too Faced and popping that all over my eyelid, and I'm blending it out with a setting brush from Real Techniques, and then I'm going straight in with that hot pink. I am obsessed with it. What I have found though is with my eyes getting a little bit looser around the edges, I'm having to do a new technique that's for myself. It's been around for a while, and that is really pushing the shadow into the area that I want it before blending it. So that's what you can see me here doing. I am packing it onto my crease, and then I will slowly start blending that out. So I am literally just packing and blending, packing and blending. I'm now going in with the shimmer pink in the palette, it's more like a salmon pink, and I'm putting that all over the lid. I used a flat brush for this, but by the end of it I just had enough of pulling the skin, so I just used my finger. I'm finding that these days a lot of these shimmer shadows work better when you use your finger, so nothing wrong with doing that. And of course going back in with that matte pink to reapply and keep it really intense. Then in the outer corner, just for a little bit of definition, I'm taking the brown in the palette on a smaller pointed brush and just putting that in my outer V and blending, and I will go back and forth and build up the intensity of the pink and get the depth of darkness that I want in the outer V, and just keep on going back and forth. Once I've done that, then it's time for liner. Using this liner pen from L'Oreal. It is running out, I tell ya. And then some mascara and some lashes. And for the highlight, I'm taking the matte white in the palette and popping that on my inner corner and a tad bit under the arch of my brow. I don't know about you guys, but I am absolutely loving using matte highlights at the moment on my eyes, at least. It's never been something that I've liked, but I'm really, really enjoying it. For the face, I'm taking my NARS cream bronzer. This came out with the Summer Solstice limited edition collection. I believe it is the same as the regular cream bronzer. I'm just using that to warm up my skin. I'm quite light, and it is my favorite bronzer to use. I'm taking a bit of this concealer and just lightening up underneath the eyes just a tad bit. You have to be very careful when you're wearing pink eyeshadow that if you do have any fallout that you remove it completely, otherwise you look a bit sick. For highlight, I'm taking my absolute favorite MCO Beauty Cream highlighter stick. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but it is my favorite, and just blending that out with a foundation brush. And then I'm taking another highlighter and popping that over the top to set it. It is the cream highlight, and I like to set all of my creams. I have combination oily skin, and a lot of things like to move on my face during the day, so I like to set everything in place. Taking the blush out of that palette and just using that to tie in. It's the same tone pink that I have on my eyes, and that's how I kind of coordinate my blushes. I look for the tones in the eyeshadows that I use. And just for the sake of it, I wore this really gorgeous hot pink matte lip cream. All the names of everything that I used will be listed down below. So that's it for the first look. For the second look, starting out same as normal, I have a bit of tape, and I'm taking my Too Faced concealer and just blending that all over the eyelid. This really takes the redness and lines away and gives you a really nice base. For this blue eyeshadow look, I'm dipping into this Barry M palette. I just needed that depth of blue, so unfortunately this look isn't only the Riviera palette, but I really think it was worth it. It was absolutely gorgeous, definite like mermaid vibes. So with that blue, I'm taking that straight through my crease, and like I said with the first look, I am packing it on before I even start blending. And then I'm taking the lighter blue in that neon palette and just popping that kind of like 50-50 technique to blend. And then we're using the matte white out of the Riviera palette to really blow that out so you have this super duper ombre look. So I'm using this gorgeous muted blue on the outer corner of the lid, and I'm packing that on. This one was super creamy, and I didn't have to use my finger to apply this one. I was quite happy with that. And once again, going back in with those first two blues just to keep the intensity of the crease and make sure that we don't lose any of the vibrancy of the blue. Then I'm going in with the main part of the look, which is this gorgeous light blue that's in the palette, and I'm putting that all over my lid. So now I'm going in with eyeliner, same eyelining pen from L'Oreal, and I'm just going to create a really simple wing. Having the tape there kind of already does my job for me, which is super handy. It's my favorite trick ever. Some mascara and some lashes. And to keep the eyes open and cancel out any redness, I've started using this nude eyelining pencil. Absolute favorite. This one's from Essence. And that is the second look completed. For the third look, again, we're starting off with the Too Faced concealer. I'm not using any tape today. I want kind of like a really soft, smoky, rounded look. So I'm taking the nude color in the palette and a really fluffy brush, and I'm really packing that onto the lid. Like I've said, we're going to pack before we even start blending. I am building up the intensity with the next nude shade. This is more of a peach payoff. And then I'm going in with the brown in the palette. So it doesn't look like it here, but I spent quite a bit of time going in with each shade, really blending it out, and then switching colors and really building it up. So there was a really nice blend, like gradient up towards the brow, but also kept that intensity in the outer corner. Then for the lid, I'm taking this gorgeous shimmer. It is a really muted gold brown. It's really hard to describe, but it's absolutely gorgeous, almost like a pewter, if that makes sense. And then I'm taking the matte white highlighting shade and blending out the outer edges. And then I'm taking that matte brown on a soft angled brush. Instead of using an eyeliner today, I'm using shadow just to really darken up the lash line. This really makes the lashes look quite thick without adding super duper darkness towards any of the lines of the face, I guess you could say. And whatever was left on that angled brush, I then dragged along the lower lash line. But to keep the eyes nice and open and wide awake, I'm taking my nude pencil, and then I'm taking the matte white to highlight the inner corners and the top arch for the highlight in the brow. For lips, I'm taking this gorgeous MAC lipstick. Again, I will have everything listed down below because I cannot remember anything, and that is this look completed. For the next look, again, we're starting off with my concealer. Really just putting a bit of that on and blending it out until it's dry. It's my absolute favorite. So we're starting off with this matte purple. It is absolutely gorgeous. It is one of the only bright purples that I have that is a blue base, which I don't actually think that it is, but it stays true to color in the pan. It doesn't give a pink payoff, which I'm happy with. So I'm packing that into the outer corner in a C shape, and then I'm using that nude pink to really blend it out. And again, I will lay down some color, blend it out, lay down some color, blend it out, and really build up that intensity of this purple. Then on the lid, I'm taking this really gorgeous light, almost silver purple. The names of these shadows will be listed below, but I'm just using a flat brush to pack that onto the lid. And I don't think that I have it recorded, but I did go over again with my finger just to really add in that shine. And you'll see that I'm going back in over both of the purples to really build up and blend out. And then I'm taking the matte white under the eyebrow and in the inner corner to highlight. Mascara and lashes, and that look is done. So for the final look of this video, I'm going in with my concealer as normal, just really blending that out. No tape today, I wanted a really soft look. I'm going in with this mustard yellow. Now this one really surprised me because 1, it didn't build up any color, 2, it looked like my skin tone forever, and 3, once it did build up and blend out, it wasn't anything like the warm muted mustard that it is in the pan. But once I built it up, I then went in with the white and put that underneath the arch of my brow and really softened those edges. I then took a smaller brush and went back in with that muted mustard on the inner and outer corner to create a halo kind of look. And then I went in with that really bright gold. This is absolutely gorgeous. It's very pigmented, and packed it on the center of the lid. And then to help really put a bit more dimension onto that halo, I then went in with a bit of the matte white just on the center of the lid, and then I went back over it with the gold just to really lighten up the center. So for liner, I am trying out a new liner, and by the way, I was not happy with it. It stung the crap out of my eyes, but it gave a really nice delicate wing. I'll have it listed below because I can't remember what it's called. But I just did a really nice delicate wing, some mascara and some lashes. Then to keep the eyes open, I've taken my nude pencil. This is like honestly my go-to at the moment. The nude pencil really helps to make me look awake. But that is the last look completed.
Alrighty guys, so that is it for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if I could do any sort of like requests, like if you have a palette that you would love to see, like a throwback palette. I think that would be awesome. Make sure you come find me on Facebook, Instagram and TikTok. I will link everything down below for you. Let me know what you think of the looks that I did create with this palette and how you feel about the Riviera palette. I know Anastasia has a lot of palettes out at the moment that are new and to die for, and I really want to grab some, so let me know if you would recommend any. Anyway, I hope you're having a fantastic day or night wherever you are and whenever you're watching this, and I will see you in my next video.